Alright, so last night I got a comment on YouTube that I needed to make a video of the little KTM 50. I've made a video of it before, I guess in my video yesterday of the Predator here, or the Warrior or something. This was seen in the background, maybe. But I've already got a video of this in the back of my truck, and to be honest, not much has changed since that video. I did put gas in it. I tried to kick it over, see if it would do anything. I don't even know if it's getting spark. I haven't taken anything off. I did take the seat off. And I tried a little bit of starter fluid in there, not much, just to see if it would do anything. It didn't. When I bought it, I was told that it had low compression. Overall, it feels just forward. The hen, it seems to have alright compression, but I mean, I guess that could be it. To be honest, I don't know, but my plan was to pull off the tank, make sure it's got spark and stuff, and if it's got spark and it's got gas in it, then there's got to be a compression issue. Overall, the motor feels tight. Just doing this, maybe needs new rings or whatever. So my plan was to pull it off and put a new piston in it. Now, one thing I have not talked to anybody about on YouTube, and all that was just kind of old news. So I just bought this, and if you remember in the video in the back of my truck, I said, "Oh, how much do you think I spent on it?" And some people said 500, 800, or different prices. Well, 400 is what I actually paid for it. So I've got two kids. My kids, if you've watched other videos, I'll walk out here and show you. I kind of made a mistake. Here they are out here running around, playing soccer. But we, back in January, my kids mentioned they wanted to play, or wanted to race, wanted to do motocross. They had ridden their JR50 and stuff, and looking around, I was like, "Oh, let me buy something." And them being 6, almost 7, I didn't want them to have to sell and buy it again. So I went out and bought these Cobras. I bought this one, and I bought that one because I have twins. I'm actually taking pictures of them now so that they can be listed on eBay. So I bought those, spent a lot of money on them. Started them up, took them down to the farm, trying to get them to ride it, and realized that they were too big, too loud, too scary. So they decided they weren't going to ride those for a while. So meanwhile, I got all that money tied up in the garage. So they're out here playing soccer. So not having a whole lot of money left over after buying those, I went out and bought JR50 number 1 and JR50 number 2. Now, riding JR50s are fun. We've taken them to the track. I've got videos of them at the track. So I think I've got about $1,000 just tied up in the JR50s, and a lot more tied up in the Cobras. So my daughter doesn't really have much interest in going anymore. So she's pretty much told me, or whenever we go, she really doesn't want to go. My son, he'll ride, but he seems to be more interested in riding four-wheelers. So here I've got those expensive Cobras. I've got the JR50s, 4 bikes, and then I got this one for $400. This is the senior size. And believe it or not, it's got small tires compared to the Cobras. These tires are actually the same size that were on the JR50. So my plan is, I've got the JR50s. I've got this one with not a whole lot of money into it, and I don't think it'll take but maybe another $100 or so to get it running. So for $500, I could have a senior size dirt bike. I could have the JR50s I could practice riding on, or whatever. And there's no point in me having, $3,000 worth of dirt bikes sitting in my garage in the Cobras. While the Cobras are awesome, I mean, they're bad bikes. I mean, they're awesome. Just starting them up gives me goosebumps. This is the way they sound. But having those sitting in the garage and not knowing if they want to ride them or not, I hate to keep them. So I'm going to go ahead and let the Cobras go. I've tried selling them as a pack together, package deal with all the extra parts and stuff. Believe it or not, there was a guy in Texas, bought it now on eBay, and never heard a word from him. He didn't pay his deposit within 24 hours. He never even sent me a message, an email. I sent him about 3 or 4. Finally, the case that I had to open against him was closed, and I relisted him. And this past time, no one bought them, so I'm getting ready to actually relist them separately. That guy, I found him on Facebook and realized that he bought another bike for his son like a day or two later. which kind of sucks. He could at least send me a message, let me know what the deal was. So I got this one, I got the Cobras, and I got the JR50s. Keep the JR50s. The kids can ride them, get a little bit better at riding. If they end up having it, we can still go to the track. If they end up having interest in getting a bigger bike, we got this one they can ride. And if that takes off, I can look for some more Cobras or whatever, some newer bikes. This one's an 02. So that's my thought. Instead of having all that money tied up in a dream, I guess, of mine, that would work. And I can tell you right now that my twins are doing flag football. They're doing ADP soccer, which is like the step before travel soccer, this fall. So basically Mondays, Saturdays are football, Tuesdays and Thursdays are soccer. So you got all that. Just with the twins, and my oldest is doing swimming, so we don't really have a whole lot of time on the weekends to get to the track as well. Anyway, so us becoming a racing family, right now it doesn't really look like that's going to happen. But that doesn't mean we won't get to the track and still ride. So cheap bike here, get rid of the expensive ones. If it takes off and one of them really want to get into it, then maybe we can look for something else. But anyway, it was asked for to have another video of the Cobra or the KTM. I figured I'd throw in a little bit of information about the Cobras and what's going on. Thanks for watching Big Drum's Garage, and I'll catch you next time.